How about them Cowboys? During my career, I didn't talk that much, but I didn't have to. I used my helmet. Woo! Okay. So later on in this speech, I'm gonna need some help from my Dallas Cowboy fans. So when I say, how about them Cowboys, I need you to scream loud as you can. Well, first I'd like to thank Jerry Jones for that amazing introduction. He's been like a father figure to me, and whenever I needed his help, he was there to help me. I also like to thank his beautiful wife, Jean Jones, his children, Charlotte, Jerry Jr., and Stephen, and the rest of his family. I also like to thank Marilyn Love and Rich Dowry. Of course, I want to thank my heart and soul, my wife, Janelle. On our first date, she cooked for me. She cooked me 2 chickens, French fries, baked me a cake, and gave me a 40 ounce. I knew the end. That was my wife right there. She has blessed me with 3 beautiful children. Jayla Allen, she's a talented actress and a writer. She helped me write this speech. I remember when she was a little girl, I have a bad game. She was sensitive. She'd come up to me and say, "Daddy, what's wrong?" She was about 4 years old. She would bring me cookies, cakes, just to try to cheer me up. She'll be going to Pepperdine University this year. I'm so proud of my little mama, and I hope she'll turn into it. I know she's going to be an amazing woman. My youngest, Loriana Allen, she's a basketball player. She's kind of like LeBron James. She's pretty good. She's the funniest person I know. She makes me laugh all the time. To my son, Larry Allen III. He's a 6'4", 290-pound offensive lineman that plays at De La Salle High School, the number one team in California. He's the smartest person I know, and I'm proud of him, son. He's very polite, but once he gets on that field, he's a beast, just like his dad. I also want to thank my mother, Vera Allen. She can't be here tonight. She passed away. I know she's down looking down on me, smiling. When I was a young boy, my little brother got into a fight, and I went to protect him. Growing up in Compton, California, so it was rough out there. So. I was protecting my little brother. The guy, he was a little older than me, he ended up stabbing me. 3 months later, my mother said, "I'm not raising any punks." So she made me fight this guy. She said, "You will fight him until you win." First day I lost. Second day I lost. The third day I finally won. That was one of the most valuable lessons I learned in my life. Never to back down from anybody. I carried that lesson through my whole career. I just knew I had to win every play. And that's the reason why I'm here today. I also like to thank my father. On the other hand, he taught me to never get mad, but to get even. To control my temper. I also use that in the game of football. I know if I lost a play, I had 45 seconds to get even. To say thank you to my brother Vine. Happy birthday, little brother. After every game, I knew when I checked my phone, I would receive a text from him telling me how good I did. I want to say thank you. Another lady who made a huge impact on my life was my grandmother, Bertha Lee Dodson. She was a hard-working woman. She owned 3 successful restaurants in Los Angeles. She spoiled me to death, gave me whatever I wanted. But she taught me you have to work for what you got. When I was 14, she sat me down. She said, Larry, you need to find out what you're good at and go do it. I think I did that, Granny. About 2 months later, it was my first year of football. I was a junior at Centennial High School in Compton, California. My senior year, I moved to Napa Valley, went to Vintage High School. Made a good friend there. His name was Steve Hagen. He was like my brother. He said, come on, come live with us. And his family, they treated me like I was one of their own. I'd like to thank you. The next year I went to Butte Junior College, Chico, California. Big party school, I had a lot of fun up there. It was great. Next year I attended Sonoma State University. When Frank Scalerio called me, I didn't have the grades to transfer after JC. He said, I can get you into school. The rest is history. Got me into school. Turned out great for me. I was fortunate enough to be drafted by the Dallas Cowboys. I remember getting a call from Jerry saying, son, would you like to be a Cowboy? I said, yes, sir. Ran out my apartment, jumped in the swimming pool with all my clothes on. When I got to Dallas, they just won 2 Super Bowls. They had the best player at every position. I was a rookie. I didn't start. It was the first time in my life I didn't start. So what I did was learn. I learned from a lot of great players, like Eric Williams, Derek Kennard, Mark Stepnowski, Nate Newton, Ray Donaldson, and the great Mark Tuinay, who I know is looking down here today. All these great linemen took me under their wing and they helped me. I'd like to say thank you to all of them. I also practiced against great players like Charles Haley, who should be in the Hall of Fame, I think. Russell Maryland, Leon Lett, Tony Tolbert, Dexter Copeland, Greg Ellis, Robert Jones, Darren Woodson, and Chad Hennings. Thanks, guys. You helped me. And now to the Cowboy Hall of Famers I played with. Troy Aikman. You showed me how to come to work every day and be a professional. I thank you. Michael Irvin. Nobody practiced harder than Michael Irvin. Deion Sanders. He showed me it was all right to be the best. And Emmitt Smith, the all-time leading rusher. I thank you. Been a great friend to me. Growing up in LA, the Rams were the team I watched. My favorite childhood player was Jackie Slater. Mr. Slater, could you please stand up? Yeah. I want to say thank you. I really appreciate it for everything you did for me. To Hudson Hawk, my offensive line coach at Dallas. I love him and I want to thank him for spending all that extra time helping me become a Hall of Fame player. I'm the 4th Hall of Famer Hudson Hawk coach. I don't know how you nominate somebody, but I think it'll be a great addition. Other coaches that helped me throughout my career, Ernie Zampese, Norv Turner, Chan Gailey, George Warhawk, and Joe Alvazano. I know he's looking down on us also. And I'd also like to thank my first head coach, Barry Switzer. I also like to thank the scouting department for coming to get me into Sonoma State. Larry Lacewell. I also like to thank the training staff, Jim Mauer, Britt Brown, and Greg, and also the equipment crew, Mike and Bucky. I also like to thank Joe Horrigan and the Hall of Fame staff for helping us plan this weekend. At dinner, he brought up a story about a game I had against the great Reggie White. I have never been dominated like that before in my life. So I got in that weight room and became the strongest man in the NFL. I did it naturally. All right? No, it's funny. Once I bench 700 pounds, it tests me twice a week for the rest of my career. And my goal was simple, to earn a 7-word letter called respect. So respect of my teammates, opponents, and the NFL. Today, my mission is complete. I also played hard, whistle to whistle, to make my opponents submit. And today, I'm submitting to you. I just can't wait to see my bus. I hope it has a dip in it. Dip in my mouth. Appreciate you. Finally, I just want to say thank you to the Hall of Fame, the Hall of Fame voters, and the city of Canyon. And let me be a part of this outstanding fraternity of men. I've been blessed to play the game I love. And remember this, it has never been about me, Larry Allen, but the many, many weaves that helped me out. And as you know, I'm nervous. So if I forgot anybody, I'm sorry. Thank you and God bless.
Well, Jerry Jones said Larry Allen was going to surprise, and that was awesome.